Morning guys, welcome back to my channel. Hope you guys had a great Christmas. Today is the day after Christmas. Not sure when this will get released, but anyway, I get first things first, cold start, and I'll tell you why in a sec. The stock exhaust. The other day this thing was like sputtering a little bit as I was pulling it out of the driveway. I don't know if it's because it wasn't warmed up enough or what. A few seconds after it starts, that seems okay. But what I wanted to go over is I got my air filter here. This is the Hellcat one, okay, but what's inside of it is actually the stock one for the Scatpack. The mesh is a little bit different. When I first got my car, I put the Hellcat cold air intake, you know, with that tube, and I put the Hellcat Air filter in. So it's been 15,000 miles. I want to put the original filter in right now. And I'll have to see if there's any difference. I don't know, but I want to see by having that tube going into the air box if it damaged the filter at all, because I was worried about rain going in there and that sort of thing. A bird just flew out from under my car. But I wanted to see if the rain gets in on that little tube there and it screws up the filter. But anyway, I gotta change it anyway, so let's see what it looks like after 15,000 miles. Okay, so for those of you that have not seen under the hood of my car, here's the Hellcat Air intake. See, that's opened up. But this is the stock part on the top, but the bottom is the Hellcat Air box. Got Richard Petty signed my car. Put some graphics on the valve covers there. But yeah, let's let's open this up. Looks like you can use this slotted or a Phillips in here, so let's just see what it looks like. These screws here, you don't have to take them all the way out. They'll start to get a little tighter as you back them out, and that's probably where you're going to stop. I found it's easier to pull this cover off and remove this hose from here. I don't think I have to do much else, because I'm just going to lift it up a little bit. Okay, I did have to loosen that screw up right there, and it was kind of difficult getting this off. I actually cracked this tab. It's probably because it was cold. It's still there, but that's not good. Anyway, the filter looks fine. $15,000 miles. It's not bad at all. Let's show you the stock one. So here's a new one. There's the one's in there now. So I'm going to change it anyway. Well, how about that? Was kind of a pain. I think I might go with a cold air intake because I don't like how easy that was, or lack thereof. So anyway, I got to put the stock Scatpack filter back in, and you can see here's my tube. I can actually feel cold air coming through. Anyway, so let's put this back together. I'll tell you also, the plastic kind of stuck to the filter a little bit. So I actually had to pry up a little bit from the corners. It wasn't very easy, and I was pretty careful. So anyway, let's put this back together. This screw here is a little bit tight, and I'm worried because, look, see how that one's all the way in? Gap is just a little bit more over here. I don't think that's seated 100%. But tried to straighten it out. I couldn't because I think it was this thing was in the way. I had to loosen that up once before. I might do it again. All right, I get that done. I'll put this hose back on. Yes, a little bit of blood. You're not part of the brotherhood unless you have some blood on your fingers when you work on your car. And that's about it, man. I snap this thing down. I should be done. Okay, so while I was in here, I checked the oil level. I think I didn't tighten this down yet. I'm gonna tighten that down. I think I forgot to tighten this part up here, so I'm gonna tighten this up. Are you guys like me, have like lots of sets of tools, but you oh, what the heck, I grabbed the wrong wrench. You got a lot of tools, but you never use your good tools on your car. Because it's so much easier grabbing the cheap set, you know. All right, so I thought it was either one. I need the slotted. All right, good to go. I suppose I should check the catch can. I don't think there's much in there because the dealership empties it for me when I have the oil change done. But we'll check it anyway. So I just had the oil done. Let's see if he dumped this. I didn't mention it last time, but the time before that, I asked him if he would, and he said, yeah, no problem. I got maybe a 1/4 inch. All right, I'm gonna pour that into something. I can see it a little better here. So yeah, not much. I'll go dump this at the auto parts store. Yeah, so that about wraps this up. I'm gonna put this thing back together, do another start, make sure I don't have a check engine light. All right, so that's it. Get everything done. Check the oil level's good. Emptied the catch can. It didn't have a whole lot in there. Emptied it anyway. So should be good. Gotta wash the car. We had a storm here. Now the computer's gonna recalculate because I have the that filter changed. That filter's gonna be a little bit different than the Hellcat one. My car will run a little more rich, I would imagine. Very little, real insignificant. My car's not modded. I was thinking about getting Flowmasters. I went with not Flowmasters. So this is the stock exhaust with the MFERs on it. It still quiets down, even though the baffles are still open. I'm thinking about putting MagnaFlows on here, the round ones. And I want to go 3-inch pipes all the way back. So I got to find out the part that for the dampers to mount to. Really just, it's a dummy just to hold them there so I don't lose them. Because that's what I want. MagnaFlows, 3-inch pipe all the way back. The dampers just wide open all the time. But the stock exhaust with the MFER sounds pretty good. I actually like that. I hate that raspy sound. I hear it with the mid-muffler deletes. I can't stand it. And louder is not faster. So, yeah, louder is not faster. MagnaFlows, I think, sound pretty good and might help a little bit. I don't think it really is insignificant. You got 485 horsepower, so you gain 5 horsepower. Put a cold air intake, you gain another 5. I don't know if you'll even notice that, but that's kind of a pain in the ass to change that. And when I had the cold air intake before on my last Challenger, I had an extra one, so it was nice. I had one prepped, ready to go, because you know you're supposed to oil them. Some of them you oil. I had the type you oil them, and it was nice to have one prepped, ready to go in a plastic bag. I would just swap it out, because when you do it, you're supposed to wait a while. I don't know, sometimes I don't have time to freaking wait all day. So I'll take the dirty filter out, put the new one in, and at my convenience I'll clean it. Then I have one ready to go. All right, so I hope you enjoyed it. Happy New Year. Talk to you. I gotta tell you a story. I'm gonna post a video about my generator, how I almost burned the house down. Subscribe. Hit that notification bell. It could, if you got a generator, you might want to